This video examines the significant environmental challenges facing China, covering issues ranging from land degradation to water scarcity and pollution. As shown in this overview of East Asia, various environmental issues affect the region, including soil erosion, deforestation, and water management concerns. China's environmental problems are severe and worsening. Key areas of concern include widespread air and water pollution, land degradation, and a significant loss of biodiversity. Deforestation remains a critical issue in China. Unlike some neighbors, China has seen little forest conservation, leading to potential long-term needs for wood imports. Over the last 50 years, natural forests have declined, accelerating desertification. Despite a 1999 logging ban, the environmental damage remains a major challenge. The loss of 2/3 of China's forests has had direct consequences, contributing significantly to both increased flooding and the expansion of desert regions. Approximately 25% of China's land is becoming desert, causing immense economic and environmental pressure across the country. Desertification in China is driven by drought, overgrazing, and unsustainable water use. This process now leads to the loss of roughly 1 million acres of land annually. Desert expansion costs China billions of dollars every year. A new law passed in 2001 now requires reforestation in affected areas to help mitigate this ongoing loss. The increase in livestock populations, particularly goats and sheep, has fueled desertification. This land degradation contributes to severe dust storms affecting neighboring countries. Water shortages have become a critical crisis. Many cities face severe deficits, and the Yellow River has frequently failed to reach the sea due to upstream usage. Competition for water between rural and urban needs is intensifying. As industrial and residential demands grow, agricultural access to water faces greater economic challenges. China supports a massive population with limited water supplies. Compounding this, nearly 90% of cities and 75% of lakes are impacted by pollution. Heavy pollution and water shortages create a feedback loop where rivers cannot effectively flush pollutants, leading to deteriorating water quality and uninhabitable areas. With a per capita water share well below the global average, pollution remains grave. Data from 2010 indicates that a significant percentage of rivers fail to meet basic standards. Environmental challenges in East Asia are significant, with China facing major issues like water pollution, toxic waste, and air pollution from coal usage. Meanwhile, countries like Japan, Taiwan, and South Korea have adopted stricter controls and even shifted some pollution-generating industries abroad. Water pollution is a severe health concern in China. Sewage and industrial waste contaminate supplies, with heavy metals like lead, mercury, and arsenic often detected. Additionally, per capita water availability in China remains significantly lower than the global average. China's rapid industrial growth has led to dangerous pollution incidents. A notable example occurred in 2005, when a chemical plant explosion spilled 100 tons of benzene into the Songhua River, forcing the city of Harbin to cut off its water supply for a week. Millions of people in China consume water contaminated with human and animal waste. Despite some improvements in treatment percentages since the 1990s, much of the domestic and industrial waste is still discharged without adequate processing into natural water bodies. This image highlights the visible impact of water pollution in China, showing the challenges in maintaining clean waterways amid industrial and residential runoff. The Yellow River, like many others in the region, has been significantly affected by pollution, illustrating the broader environmental struggles currently facing China. This scene documents a migrant worker clearing polluted water and mud from a nearly dried-up riverbed, capturing the stark reality of environmental degradation in some rural areas. Rivers across China have been found to contain hazardous substances, including lead, arsenic, and coliform bacteria. This decline is largely attributed to rapid population growth, intense urbanization, and significant economic development. Untreated wastewater discharge into rivers carries dangerous waterborne diseases like cholera and typhoid. Beyond direct health risks, this polluted water is often used for irrigation, further contaminating essential farmland. There is a documented link between water pollution and cancer mortality in China. Studies have shown higher rates of gastrointestinal cancers in areas with heavily contaminated water supplies, which continue to rise over time in affected regions. The practice of using industrial wastewater for agricultural irrigation has led to increased health risks, including higher rates of birth defects and cancer mortality in communities near these drainage canals. Coastal and ocean pollution is also a mounting crisis. Pollutants from land-based industrial and domestic sources flow into the sea, damaging fisheries and negatively impacting marine ecosystems. Air quality is a critical issue, with China being a leading source of sulfur dioxide. Other major pollutants include ozone, mercury, black carbon from factories and vehicles, and dust storms originating from the Gobi Desert. Air pollution is currently considered a primary environmental health problem in China. Many cities fail to meet safety standards, leading to high rates of respiratory and lung diseases among the population. These scenes represent the ongoing challenges of smog and air quality in China's urban environments, which continue to impact public health and the quality of life for millions of residents. Regarding urban air quality, while some areas remain clear, many cities face significant pollution. In fact, nearly 1 in 5 Chinese cities fails to meet the government's minimum annual air quality standards. The scale of this issue is immense, with 16 of the world's 20 most polluted cities located within China. High levels of coal dust and industrial emissions present ongoing challenges for urban centers. Reports indicate that a third of major cities fail to meet national air standards, leaving 1/5 of the urban population breathing heavily polluted air. Many residents frequently report the scent of high-sulfur coal and gasoline. This image illustrates the widespread use of protective masks as a common response to the persistent air pollution levels found in many Chinese cities. The health impacts are significant, with air pollution linked to nearly 30% of respiratory diseases in the country. Furthermore, acid rain currently affects over 30% of China's land, driven largely by coal combustion. Visibility is often so poor in major cities like Beijing and Shanghai that airports and highways frequently close. In some instances, residents cannot see buildings just a few blocks away, and clear blue skies have become an infrequent occurrence. The severity of the air quality crisis is such that only 1% of China's urban population lives in areas considered safe by the World Bank. The smog is so pervasive that it is even visible from space. The primary cause of this air pollution is the heavy reliance on fossil fuels, specifically coal, used for industry and home heating. Additionally, emissions from the country's vast number of factories and vehicles contribute significantly to the problem. This scene displays the dense smog often present over industrial areas, which stems from the intensive use of coal and other fossil fuels. Rapid economic development since the 1980s has driven up industrial output, often without sufficient pollution controls on smokestacks. Projections suggest that combined emissions from China and the United States will increasingly impact global warming. This editorial cartoon highlights the ongoing struggle to balance rapid industrial expansion with the critical need for environmental protections. This visual representation underscores the intense pressure placed on the environment by heavy industrial activity. Today, 9 of the 10 most polluted cities in the world are in China. This urban haze is composed of smoke and hazardous substances, including lead, sulfur, and carbon monoxide, leading to respiratory fatality rates 10 times higher than in the United States. Statistics confirm that China accounts for the highest number of deaths globally attributed to urban air pollution, illustrating the dire human cost of the current situation. Concluding our look at air quality, this image captures the persistent haze over downtown Hangzhou, providing a clear example of the daily environmental conditions faced in many Chinese urban centers. Please like, share, and subscribe to learn more about this.